Hey guys, what's up? It's Brittany here with Midwest Performance, and today we're talking to Maureen about her journey to a 60-pound weight loss with pure determination and motivation.
We're Midwest Performance. We're on a mission to empower women around the world to take action and work hard to make a physical impact in their lives. In this very saturated fitness industry, there's tons of competition, but the opportunities are incredible. We'll cover the most common challenges in the fitness world and invite guests to the show that have learned to overcome them and share their strategies with you. This is the Coffee with MP show.
Hey guys, what's up? It's Brittany here, and today we're talking to Maureen. Welcome to the show, Mo. Her name is actually Maureen. Let's just get that straight, but everybody calls her Mo here. She's got a lot of different nicknames, Mobility, a lot of different crazy names that the girls have given her, but we're going to talk to her today about her journey to her now 60-pound weight loss, and she's still going. We're going to talk about how she's really found her determination and her motivation and her drive to just get healthy. So let's just start. Mo, why don't you tell us just a little bit about yourself first?
Sure. So I'm currently reside in Schaumburg, my hometown, 35 years old. I am a career coach for a university, and pretty much that's it.
Okay, a career coach. What is that?
So I coach students. It's a primary online university. So I'm over the phone coaching them on resumes, coaching them on interviewing, networking, the process to get to a job.
Got you. Okay, that makes sense. I'm like, career coach. I've never heard of that before, but that's cool. Okay, cool. So you sit a lot. You're at a desk a lot. Yeah, okay. So I want to talk about, now you've had a pretty extensive weight loss fitness journey. This has been a big part of your life for probably a pretty long time, even before MP. So let's talk about your journey pre-MP, where you started, some of the struggles that you had, some things that you tried before you got here.
Sure. I've been overweight all of my life. Even at 3 years old, they put me on a diet.
Okay.
It's hard to believe.
Wow.
Yeah. In the third grade, I went on Weight Watchers. Was successful, which is weird. Lost 30 pounds, but I'm a kid, gonna go right back to where I was.
Right.
8th grade, I went on a diet pill.
Wow.
Lost about 80 pounds on that, but it was not safe according to some people. And then high school, I started sports.
Okay.
Was healthy, I was still overweight, but I stayed in shape. And then, of course, college hit and downhill from there. But about maybe 3 or 4 years ago, I started changing myself. I gave up pop.
Okay.
I changed my eating habits, but of course, just went back to the same cycle again and gained most of it back. And then about maybe, I think I started here in August. I was talking to a coworker and I was like, I'm gonna go join a box gym. It's $10 a month.
Right.
But I'm actually gonna go because it's $10 a month. That's not gonna hurt my bank account. She's like, oh, by the way, I started this 6-week challenge at this gym here in Schaumburg. It's right down the street from work. Why don't you come? They have a free week trial. Why don't you come try it out? Day 2, I said, sign me up.
That's awesome.
So
I love that. So I want to rewind the clock a little bit because I think this is really interesting, because not only I'm sure that there's parents out there who have children who are overweight or obese and they're trying to help them get active. So let's take you back to those times of your life. Talk to me about mentally what you were feeling, what your household was like, some of the things that your parents did for you to kind of get you active, why they didn't put you in a kids program versus putting you on all this crazy stuff. Talk to me about that experience in your life.
Sure. Actually, my mom's been very supportive. She was always putting me in different whatever she could figure out to help me. It just wasn't working, or it would work and then I'm a kid, I don't want to do that anymore.
Right.
I want to go do whatever kids are doing, not have to worry about what I have to put in my mouth, or do I have to get exercise in today. But yeah, she's been really supportive the whole entire time. My dad, he about maybe 2 years ago lost about 75 pounds himself.
Wow, good for him. Okay, cool.
So, and then my sister's very active, and my brother recently, I think he's down about 45 pounds now.
That's awesome.
So it's pretty much recently it's been like a family thing.
That's awesome.
So
I love that.
Yeah, it's very supportive. It was me. I had to get that mentality to actually want to do it. So.
Now, when you were a kid, was it the things that you guys had in your household, you just kind of had a lot of crappy food in your house, things like that, so all that stuff was readily available to you, which kind of led to you, but it's really cool that your whole family is kind of getting on the path now, because having that support system and doing it all together really helps. It's hard when you have family members who are already thin and already skinny, and you're kind of the bigger one, and you're the one having to go through all these things, and they're just like, well, how come you can't lose the weight? How come why? But now it's not like that for you. Exactly. Like, you have like all these people around you who are going through the exact same things that you are going through. So I think that's awesome. So let's talk about, now you've kind of like, this has really been your whole life. Like, I didn't realize this has really literally been like the last 35 years of your life have been like weight loss. So you found MP, and talk to us about the first like 2 or 3 months of MP and like the process that you went through when you first got here and got started.
Sure. So believe it or not, my first couple of classes were very rough. I couldn't even pick up the weights, which people are very surprised to see that now.
That would surprise me.
Yeah. So, I mean, I still have an athletic build, but it was hard, but I was hooked. And every week I'd say, let me take another class. So it would get up to I'm about 5 or 6 classes now a week.
That's awesome.
So it's, you see the process, you see what is happening to yourself, and you're like, I'm not going to stop. So
right.
Yeah.
So talk to me about some of the mental battles that you had with yourself when you first got to the gym and you struggled. Like, what was it that you struggled with the most mentally in the beginning of your journey?
Here? Probably it was like, oh my God, I can't do this. And I'm like, this is crazy. I'm seeing other people lifting like super heavy weights, or, doing box jumps, doing things you're like, I'm never gonna be able to do that. I'm like, I gotta leave. But then I'm like, no, I'll stick it out. And just the support system here, the Facebook group, you definitely know I post a lot.
Yep.
It holds me accountable, but it also, I like that, it helps other people. They're like, oh, Mo is going, I gotta go. So, and it's just the support system here. Like, nobody's negative, I'm not having to show off for anybody. It's just the environment that keeps me going.
That's awesome. So I want to talk now about you at the beginning of your episode, we talked about motivation and determination. Talk to me about what that means to you. I want to know what those words mean for Mo in your fitness journey.
Sure. So the motivation is basically for myself. I'm motivated to keep going because this is basically my lifestyle now. I pretty much did it so I wouldn't die at a young age. I was down that path. The dedication is, I learned it. Honestly, I learned it. I told myself, I'm like, I have to do this. And then all your guys' videos that you do educated me, gave me the tools to keep going. And I don't cheat anymore. I used to cheat a lot, I'll be honest. I don't cheat. We went to Kansas City. I brought my own food. I worked out there. So it's a lifestyle now.
Right. So tell me about the shift that happened for you with it becoming a lifestyle, because there are a lot of people in this world who start a fitness journey and they're like, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do this, and then they never do it. Like you said, I'm gonna do this, and you did it, and you executed. Talk about the empowerment that you felt when you actually executed that and it worked.
Felt amazing. People around me are always saying, what are you doing? What are you doing? And I tell them like, oh, can you give me these tips and tricks? And it's just your mindset. It's like finally when it's going to hit you and you're like, you know what, I'm going to keep going. I'm not going to stop. I'm not going to cheat. It's just, it's individual mindsets. Me, something finally clicked. And it's like, why stop now?
Right.
But it's just, it's amazing to have people, coworkers come up to me all the time, friends come up to me all the time, like, what are you doing? So I tell them, like, give me some tips and tricks. And it's so nice to hear that you're like impacting all these people. So.
I think that's what's so cool, because it was kind of the theme of Shauna when we talked to Shauna too about her episode. She was like, it's just crazy how I came in here looking up to all these other people, and now people are coming up in and they're looking up to me. And it's like, I never knew I would feel such a sense of like accomplishment in life and like feeling like I actually matter to people in a fitness setting. It's like, I never thought that would be me, and now all of a sudden it's me. And it's like, you guys know that as coaches we feel that way, but it's so cool to see you guys get to have that same feeling that you're changing and impacting people's lives, whether you know you are or not. And I think it's cool that people are like, Mo's going to class, I'm going to class. And hashtag social butterfly here. And Mo actually won our social butterfly award at our annual banquet, and she like lives and breathes it, like every day, posting in our group, commenting, sharing photos on Facebook, just really giving that encouragement and that empowerment to other women around you just really helps. And I think that that's one of the best qualities about you. So I want to talk now, like your future. Where do you want to go? Like, do you have a goal? Do you have like a number in mind?
I do.
Do you want to share that?
Yeah. So I think I have about maybe 90 more pounds to lose. But I don't put that in my mindset. I say, this week I'm going to do another 2 pounds. I also really like non-scale victories. I think I've dropped about 6 pant sizes.
That's amazing.
It's just these small steps. You don't want to see this like, oh my God, 90 pounds. 90 pounds is so huge. No, you want to think of it in like baby steps, because it's just going to turn something positive into a negative.
Right.
And I've learned that here. So
yeah, I want you to share how you've been able to mentally deal with a very large weight loss goal, because there are people out there who have very big goals and they look at it and it feels daunting. Like it just feels like, man, like 200 pounds, that's crazy. Like how am I ever going to do that? How have you been able to kind of embrace that big goal and really understand how to break it up into small chunks? Because I'm sure it wasn't like that for you right away. Like it was like, oh man, I haven't lost 10 pounds this week, what's going on? And now you're like 2 pounds, awesome. Lost another pant size, amazing. How did you shift your mindset from like looking at it in big chunks to now breaking it off into small bites?
Honestly, it was here. It was the environment. Everyone kind of was like, don't look at it this way, look at it this way. And it didn't happen overnight. I mean, I've been here like 9 months already. And it's a process. And people think they're going to drop 60 pounds in like 2 months. It's not going to happen.
Right.
So I just take it week by week.
Yep. So. And you celebrate the small wins, definitely. And I think that that's what's important, is like celebrating those small milestones that you hit. The pants that you don't fit into anymore, the dresses that you now can fit into, the pictures that you look back at and you're like, man, I can't believe I look like that. Look at me now. You know, it's celebrating those small things and giving yourself those small wins. That's what matters the most. And I think that that's what a lot of people struggle with sometimes, is like you come into it and like society has just bred us into feeling like you just got to lose the weight and it's going to happen if you take this pill, if you drink this shake, if you do this workout, all of a sudden you're going to be skinny. And like, that's not how this works. Like if you really want this, like look at you, like as a kid, you did Weight Watchers, you did a diet pill, you were in sports and all that stuff, and you still are on a weight loss journey. So clearly that stuff doesn't stick. It's this stuff that sticks. It's the stuff, it's the determination, it's the motivation that you find to just be a better you. And the weight just kind of comes off. Like when you realize that this isn't about the number anymore, it's just about feeling better, that number just starts to go down. And I think that's kind of what you've discovered in your journey, is like, now that I love myself for who I am already, stuff just kind of falls into place. The snowball just rolls down the hill, which I think is really cool. So with that being said, I think we're gonna wrap things up here. And this is always my final question. So I want you to look into the camera and I want you to talk to all of the Mo's out there 9 months ago. The Mo's from when you first started, the people who are sitting out there who have these big daunting goals, who really want to lose the weight, but just haven't like taken that step. What would you tell them? What advice would you give them?
Honestly, find a support system. I would not be able to do this on my own. I've done it on my own before. It doesn't work. I will quit and then I'll be like, I have no one to answer to. Find that support system, find a gym, go for a walk, literally take it day by day, week by week. It's hard. Let me tell you, it's hard. But in the end, you're gonna be so happy. There's a picture of me and Jamie from like 2 months ago and people are like, I can't even recognize you anymore. So it's crazy, like just how like things just change, like not fast, but I don't know, it's just amazing. So just literally just do something small. Do something small by going for a walk. Look into local gyms. Come to MP. You should definitely come to MP. Come to MP.
Come to MP.
Try the 1 free week trial. Trust me, you'll get hooked. And then come see me because I will get you hooked. Just do something. That's all I can say.
Yeah, find a support system and just start.
Yes.
I think that's the biggest key. Yeah. Perfect.
Sorry.
Nope, go ahead. Nope.
I always tell like new people that come into the gym, I literally tell them the best thing you ever done was you walked yourself right in here. You could have turned around and just gone home, but you came in and you tried it. So.
Yep, that's amazing. I love that. So, like we always do, Mo wasn't scared either. This is the second person that I haven't had scared to do coffee with MP, but usually everybody's like, I'm so nervous. So we always give everybody their shirts on the episode. So yay. I want to present Mo with her I Survived Coffee with MP shirt. This is for you, Mo. Thank you so much. Oh, yeah. We love you here. You are like hashtag social butterfly. I'm telling you, this woman, when you meet her, she's your motivation and your determination is infectious. Like, it is infectious, and it bleeds into everybody that you touch and everybody that you meet. And we appreciate all of the things that you bring to MP, and we love you so much, and we can't wait to see what the next 9 months of your life brings here at the studio. So with that being said, guys, we're going to sign out for the day. Thank you so much for tuning in, and we'll see you next week.
Thanks for joining us today. If you like this episode, subscribe to our YouTube channel or find our podcast on iTunes, Google Play, Spotify, or wherever your favorite places to listen to podcasts might be. And if you really liked this episode, please leave a review for us on iTunes. Thanks, and we'll see you next week.